European security forces are on high alert after Austrian officials warned of possible attacks on the continent. It comes as controversy over Europe's immigration policy reached the French island of Corsica, where anti-Muslim protests saw the ransacking of a prayer house. I-24 News correspondent Ora Shapira has the story.
As 2015 nears its end, the tension surrounding possible terror attacks is reaching new peaks. Vienna police said on Saturday that intelligence services had warned European capitals of possibility of shooting or bombing attacks before New Year. Last week, the US Embassy in Beijing, along with 5 other countries, issued a warning to its travelers in the city, prompted by the fear of terror attacks in China. Following the horrific attacks in Paris last November, which killed 130 people, it's no wonder why Christmas in Europe may be merry, but also quite uptight. Unfortunately, one of the communities suffering the most from the new tension is that of Muslim migrants themselves. In Corsica, 2 firefighters were injured after a series of violent protests on the French island. Dozens of people marched in the Corsican capital of Ajaccio on Saturday, shouting anti-Muslim slogans. This came a day after protesters vandalized a mosque in the city.
They broke through the barriers, broke down 2 doors and the entrance. The window, the piece of furniture where we leave shoes, the air conditioning, paintings and closet, they were all broken.
The fear of Muslim migrants became a major concern for top officials in Europe as well. Czech Republic President Miloš Zeman called the wave of migration to Europe an organized invasion and not spontaneous movement of refugees. He posted this statement on his Twitter account and added that he wonders why some of the migrants do not focus on fighting the Islamic State in their homeland. In recent months, several measures have been taken to ease the tension in Europe. But as thousands of new migrants continue to storm the European borders, it seems that 2016 won't be much different from the year which preceded it.
And with me on the phone is Christian Malal, I-24 News international analyst. Good evening, Christian.
Good evening, Lucy.
So, Christian, in one way or another, can we say that what we saw in Corsica is basically the aftershocks of the terror attacks in Paris?
I would say so. Corsica, as you know, it's a small island. It's French. But it's a kind of syndrome of the situation prevailing in the rest of the French territory, where we have a lot of widening gap. Definitely, we have a widening gap today between the Muslim community and the rest of the other communities. And what happened in Corsica is tougher, because Corsica, after the last round of regional elections, has become more and more closer to a kind of autonomy, independence. The control of the island is in the hands of the autonomists. And the autonomists are reacting the same way as many people in the rest of the country, saying we have enough of the Muslim fundamentalist cells we have in the country of the Salafis. Because it happens that Ajaccio, which is one of the 2 main cities of the Corsican island, has a population of 6,000 Muslims and 5 mosques. And what happened in this area, where the police on the one hand and part of the fire brigade on the other hand have been taken into a trap by Salafists, really made the Corsicans mad. And definitely they want to go to the very end. They want the Salafists in the hand of the police, and they will fight to the very end. So what I'm worried about is there is such an exasperation of the Corsican population concerning these Muslim fundamentalists in Corsica. We are responsible for the problems with the fire brigade and the police, that it might deteriorate more and more and maybe widen to the rest of the continent, where we have many problems, as you know.
Yes, Christian Malal, thank you very much for this explanation. Thank you very much.